Hello and welcome to Pendulum Divining and Dowsing with Lyman Holton. Today we're going to be using a beautiful crystal. Let's talk about this one a little bit. Here's a close-up of the crystals that we're going to be using today. Now I'm using the plural with an S at the end of crystal. Crystals because there's two of them. All right, now one here is a nice, clear, well-cut crystal. You can barely see some of the imperfections in it up around in this area. I'm not sure if you can make it out here or not. Possibly you can. Now this one here is also a clear crystal. However, it's a rougher version, and it has more little bubbles and fractures inside of it. A little more natural looking, you might say, right? However, they both do the same thing. Now, we can call them clear quartz, or also called crystal quartz and rock crystal. It is believed by many people to aid in one's concentration to unlock memory. It stimulates the immune system and balances the body. It's also said that clear quartz harmonizes all of the chakras. It especially stimulates the crown chakra and aligns the subtle bodies. Okay, now let's go a little deeper here. And we're going to talk about, while you're still viewing these beautiful clear quartz crystals, what is a chakra? Now, chakra, I'm going to dip into and talk about, but it's not really on the main topic of dowsing and divining with a pendulum. But it's still interesting because it chimes with our crystals, what we use them for, all right? So, what is a chakra? We have 7 major chakras. From the base chakra, also known as the root chakra, or the first chakra, which is located at the base of our spine. So in your mind, view a person at a distance and look at the base of their spine. But you're looking at them from the front, okay? Maybe that'll make it easier for you to visualize. So at the base of the spine is the first chakra. Up to the 7th chakra, which is the crown chakra, also thought of as the bridge of the cosmos, located above the crown of the head. Now, the crown of the head is the top of your head, and it's located just above that. In Sanskrit, the word chakra means wheel and is used to reference energy points in your body. These wheels are believed to be spinning discs of energy that must remain open and in alignment so that they may continuously and properly flow through our bundles of nerves, major organs, and areas of our energetic body as they work together to make positive effects on our emotional and physical well-being. Isn't that interesting? So, there we have our crystals for today. What I want to look at today is the stock market. Do we think the stock market is going to crash? You know, it's been extremely high all through 2019. We had a dip early this year when the pandemic started, and then she bubbled right back up to today's heights. Then with the play on politics, it's bounced up and down a little bit, but overall, it's done fantastic. But usually, every so many years, there's going to be a correction. Usually we develop a bubble in the stock market. In other words, the prices get so high that the bubble bursts. Now, what the stock market is the emotions of the people who put money into it, primarily the American public and the big corporations. So if everybody's all happy and positive, things are going good, they're buying, and that drives prices up. Not on every stock, but in general, the tech stocks, industrial, all that sort of thing. Now, if people have a negative view in general of what's going on with big things like the vaccine, they come out with the vaccine for the virus, woo, everyone's happy. Prices go up in the stock market. Now, it's not an indicator so much of our actual economy, how much money this country is making and how well we're doing that way. It's more of an emotional thing. People buy and sell stocks on emotions, right? Most people that don't do well, they get stuck in a rut of either they're too greedy or they're too fearful. Greed and fear, those are the things that mostly bounce the market up and down. Anyway, because we're at a height, what I want to do is ask our friend the pendulum. We'll work through that to get through our universal connected consciousness and find out, hey, is the stock market going to crash, we'll say, within the next few months? Okay, so I'm going to ask the question. Now, we'll start out with a yes and no. So I ask, show me yes. Okay, very quickly we get into a counterclockwise motion, which is yes for me. Okay, now, show me no. Okay, and very quickly, this doesn't always work this smooth, but this time it's going very quickly into a clockwise motion, which for me means no. Okay? Keep in mind, different movements of the pendulum mean different things for different users of the pendulum. Okay? So yours may be the opposite of mine, or you may have a forward and backward swing to show yes, left and right swing to show no. There are various ways it could be. So you have to actually ask it. And that's why you ask it. Because for some people, this will change. It will change. Sometimes the pendulum will do one motion for yes, another one for no, and two completely different motions another time. Or different pendulums will work differently for them. The same pendulum can work differently for them in different settings. So for me, it seems like it's always pretty much the same. Counterclockwise, yes. Clockwise, no. That's the way it works for me. Okay? Now, we ask the question, we'll say the U.S. stock market. Is the U.S. stock market going to have a major correction within the next 3 months? Is the stock market bubble going to burst? Is it going to go down, as in a bear market, in the next 3 months? Okay, we've got a lot of motion here, but it's forward and back. For me, I take that as being, it's thinking. It's thinking, not sure. Remember though, I'm doing my best not to influence the motion of this. All I'm doing is holding it and allowing myself to let the pendulum go in the direction it wants by the higher consciousness over me, not my own consciousness. For some people, this goes on for a very long time. I've heard people say they waited for up to half an hour. That won't ever happen to me because I wouldn't wait that long. But we'll see what's going to happen here. Okay, So here we go. We've gone into no. It's telling us that no, the U.S. stock market will not crash, will not have a major correction, correction meaning drop, in the next 3 months. Let's try 6 months. Whoop, not good. Let's switch pendulums. Let's try this beautiful one here. Okay, so I'm going to say, is the U.S. stock market going to have a major correction within the next 6 months? Okay, right away we have movement. And right away we have a very definite no. You don't have to ask it yes and ask it no before you use it every time. It's your preference. Okay, now, is the U.S. stock market going to have a major correction within the next 12 months, within the next 1 year period? Is the U.S. stock market going to have a major correction? Again, no. Let's switch pendulums. Is it in my best interest to invest money to buy stocks that I expect to go up in value within the next year? Is it in my best interest to buy those stocks now? It's telling me yes. Okay, so that balances with what we got for a no on the other questions. We asked, is it going to drop? It said no. So, would it be good for me to buy more stocks now? Thinking the price doesn't drop, it's going to go up. They say yes. Yes, it is. Or at least it's not going to drop, so buying the stocks would be relatively harmless to do, right? And that's so much for this. Now we could go on, we'll ask another question. Is it in my best interest to buy stocks now? No. Let's ask this. Is the stock market going to continue to increase in overall value over the next 12 months? Okay, it's clearly saying yes. Yes, it is. All right? So everything that's been asked here balances out. Is the stock market going to make a correction? Is it going to drop? No. Is it in my best interest to buy stocks now? Yes. Is the stock market going to continue to go up in price over the next 12 months? Yes. So that all matches. Buy stocks, price go up. Yay, yippee, it's good. Happy, answer yes. Okay? It all matches. Now, remember though, you can't count on this. If you've done your research, let's say financially, you've done your due diligence, as they say, and you've researched the market, you've researched the history of the market, you researched the individual stocks, shares of companies that you want to buy, and you're undecided, okay? It's like, oh, maybe I should, oh, maybe I shouldn't. Well, you bring in your pendulum, something like that. It's really good for, because it helps you to make the final decision, right? That is beneficial. That is useful. Now, if you just go raw, you go out and decide, well, should I buy some stocks? Boy, I don't know. I don't have that much money. I'm kind of worried about this. I hear the stock market might drop, but I'll just ask my pendulum if I should buy stocks or not. Hey, it says yes. You need to take it upon yourself, and then you use your pendulum as kind of a security blanket to give you some guidance to go along with what trail you should be on. You're getting some guidance from it, but don't bet the farm on what the pendulum tells you. Use it to help you. It eases your mind, okay? And that's all we have for today. So I look forward to seeing you the next time. Goodbye for now.